Hi, this is Rahim Zulfikar Ali. In this video tutorial, I will explain you that how to import data from zip files into the Power BI desktop version, or you can say how to unzip and extract the file contents to the Power BI. And also we will have a demonstration that how we can get zip files content into the Microsoft Excel as well. Okay. So first we will have a demonstration within the Power BI. So how to import data from zip files. So I have already created a folder name as zip file, and I have put two zip files here. First one is Jan 2023 and then second one is Fab 2023. So I have certain data here and then other data is in the other zip file. And either the data is small or big or millions of records, it will work. The concept will remain the same. And in your case, if you have just one zip file or multiple zip files, the steps and logics or concept will remain the same. Okay, so I have a folder where I contain two zip files and I want to extract these data or file contents from these kind of files. So we don't have the exact or directly API which extract the data from zip files into the Power BI or Excel. So we need certain tweaks to do in Power BI. So how to get the data? Let's solve this problem. Okay. Now, first thing is that we'll open up Power BI. We'll go to the Home tab, click on Transform Data to enter into the Power Query. Now the Power Query window will be blank because we don't have imported anything here. So we'll right click on the left side here in the queries menu, right click New Query and click on Blank Query. Okay, that will open up a blank query. Let's click on Advanced Editor where we can see the M language code here. So whatever is written here, we'll select that and remove. Okay, now we'll go to the website that is basically a forum of a community of Fabric by the Microsoft, where in 2020 a Microsoft employee has provided that particular M language code, or you can say script, to fetch the data from the zip files. Okay, so this is the entire code which we will be selecting, and I will copy and paste. I will be having that link in the video description, so if you want to try it out, you can do it as well. So let's select the entire code and copy that. We'll come back to the Power Query editor and we will paste here. Okay, click on done. All right, so this was the initial step. Let's rename query 1 into a good name like unzip contents. You can give any other name you would like to. Now, I know that I have a folder where I have put my zip files. Okay, so in the Power Query, I will click on New Source and we'll click on More. And we'll select the connector that is the folder and let's click on Connect. Let's define the folder path. So let me copy this and let's paste here. Let's click OK. Now this will show me the metadata that I have two zip files into this folder. Let's click on Transform Data. All right. Now after this, we will add a column. So we'll click on Add Column tab. And here we have that feature, Invoke Custom Function. Okay, so we'll click on Invoke Custom Function. That will open up a window. The name of the new column, you can define a good name. In my case, I'm giving a data. You can give any other name you would like to. The function query, which is we have already defined here with the script, that is name is unzip contents, and make sure that here the content is selected. Okay, not any other thing. So we know that the data is basically in the content. Okay, click OK. Now that will create a custom column name as data, and you will see a list is written here. Now we don't need the other column. So what we will do is right click on the data and remove other columns. All right. Now let's open this drop down menu and we will click on expand to new rows. So that will turn into a record. Again, we'll open this drop down menu and we are required the content from those zip files. Okay, uncheck use original column name as prefix as well. Let's click OK. Now it's showing us binary. Again, we will open this drop down menu to combine the files. That will take few seconds, and now see, it's showing me the preview here from that zip files. We are extracting the content which is being there in the zip files. Okay, let's click OK and see, we have got the data from both these two zip files. So in my case, the data was small. I have put a small data, but if you have millions of records, it definitely that will fetch and it will take some time. Now, user have extracted all the columns. Okay, and now I don't want all the columns in my dashboard to be built. So what I need is I don't need certain departments. So I will open that drop down menu and I will uncheck. For example, I don't want operations and marketing in case. So I will uncheck and click OK. And let's say I don't want the payment mode column to be imported. So I will right click and remove that. Now understand this, I have removed that column, which is not removing in the raw data. The column is still there. I hope that novice users or beginners would understand this, that whatever you do in the Power Query, that is basically transforming here, which will not impact the original raw data, but you are just putting it in a right manner, what you need to load and then make the dashboard accordingly, right? So you are excluding the columns which you don't want. For example, I don't want joining day to be there. I will right click and remove. Okay. And in the designation, I don't want all the designation. I want the accountant, analyst, manager. That's it. Let's click OK. So this is how I'm doing the data appending from the zip files in the cleaning process or the filtering process, which I am required. Okay. Now what I will do next is I will go to home tab and close and apply. That will load my data into the Power BI desktop. So see how easy it was to basically fetch, but definitely I took help because there is no direct connector for the zip file. So I have to take this entire code and then explain you all the steps involved in doing it. So now you can see my required rows or required columns have been loaded here. Now, this is the easiest method for appending from multiple zip files and to get the required content. And now I can do further analytics or anything would like to do in the Power BI. Okay. If you find that, I want that particular thing again, so you can go to the transform data later on and that will show you that data preview here. And for instance, you wanted all the designations. You see that I want salesperson and HR assistant. So you can click OK. That will add the records. And then again, you can do close and apply. That will update that data, right? So now we can see that our data is being updated. Okay. So that's how we can fetch or you can say unzip and then extract the contents into the Power BI through that script. Okay. Now let's see this similar kind of process inside Excel if you are an Excel user and you want to do that. So this is the Microsoft Excel version. I'm using Excel 365 version, but if you have an older version, you should have the Power Query and Power Pivot. Power Pivot if you have millions of records, okay. But if you have small data less than 1 million, so normally just require the Power Query. So in the data tab, I will click on get data, and from other sources, you can see at the bottom there is a called blank query. So I will click on blank query. That will open up Power Query editor. All right, so see this this is the similar interface which we just perform in the Power BI. So Power Query is basically similar there. So we'll click on advanced editor, and whatever the thing is written here, we'll remove that. We'll go to that website page, and I told you that the link will be in the video description if you want to experiment that. So yeah, and then right click, copy. Let's go to that window, paste that code, click on done. Let's rename this as unzip contents. All right, now okay, next step is right click, then new query from file, from folder. Okay, so we locate that folder. Let's click on transform data. We'll add a column, so let's go to add column, invoke custom column. All right, let's give a name to this. So I hope you understand now how it's working. Similar steps, make sure the content is being selected here. Either you do in Power BI or in Excel. Right click, remove other columns. Let's open this drop down menu, expand to new rows. Again, open menu. Just select the content. We need the data and uncheck this use original name column as prefix. And then open this. That will show up the preview of your data from that zip files. Either it's small or large. A first 200 rows has been showed as a sample. Okay, let's click OK. So it will evaluate the query, and in few seconds it will show you the required data. Fetch from both the zip files. And for example, again, if you don't want something, you can just uncheck. Okay, and then your data is being there filtered, and then you can load that data. Okay, and if you don't want certain columns, you can remove at this point of time, right click, remove. Okay, and then you can close. Now you, if your data is less than 1 million, so you can close and load, and it will load on your spreadsheet if it's less than 1 million. But if it's more than 1 million, if it's like 4 million, 10 million, so you will click on close and load to button, and then you will select only create connection. Make sure you check mark add this data to the data model and click OK. Now that will pull the data to from Power Query to the Power Pivot window where you have more than 1 million rows data there. Okay, so in my case, at this point of time, I don't have the big data, so I will just uncheck this and I will make sure that load it on the main screen. I mean on the spreadsheet area. And that's it. So I fetch the data from the zip files into the Excel or into the Power BI with the help of this script help. Okay, thank you.